You're so glow, yeah. Yeah. Baby, you got whip action. Wapa! Everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thanks for coming back to the house, the casa, the home, the draffa. Y'all know I ain't got no damn house. Listen, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in. This video is going to be a little different than the ones I've been doing before. I'm giving you a break from the drag race phenomenon. And all the other all that other stuff that's going on here. And I want to give you a little story time. Now, since I've moved to Los Angeles, and y'all know I'm from Houston, Texas, that H-Town, that Beyonce hometown tease, it's been an experience. Dating, traveling, meeting new people, just being in a whole nother kind of world, honestly. Houston and LA are two different places. Don't let anybody tell you they're the same. I like to start with the Metro Rail story. Wouldn't you? Let's go. All right, y'all, so here's the story. Now, I was on my way to We Love Queen Studio. That's normally where I film and do all of my YouTube stuff. Y'all know I'm in between living spaces, trying to find work, doing all this type of stuff, so I have to find a way to still keep my YouTube channel going while Matthew's out there applying for jobs and trying to find his way, okay? Now, I'm coming from downtown Los Angeles, Pershing Square Station to be exact, and I have no shame in my game and where I'm at. And I left about, I want to say 8 a.m. in the morning. And this is an early time. Normally people are going to work. It's going to be a little packed on the train. If you're smart, you always go to the front of the train, never go to the back because that's where everybody tries to be at. And it's like, girl, you want the car to line up to what stairs or escalator or elevator that you need to take to get where you need to go fastest. Because a lot of people are in a rush, right? I'm there early. It's packed. Everybody's downstairs. We're all waiting for the train. And I get on and it's just full of nothing but people. Now, I noticed there's this one seat. There's these two seats next to each other or whatever. I walk up over there. I'm like, no one's sitting in this seat. What's the tea? What's the issue? I have a bag full of clothes, camera equipment, things that I need to use to change and do stuff for my videos, as well as, you know, my backpack full of my laptop and everything else. I got a lot of shit. I want to sit down. Y'all, I get to the seat, and this is one of the older trains. And if y'all know this from the Los Angeles Metro Rail, you enjoy the new cars. You enjoy the new cars that are on the train because they have new seats and they're plastic, and that means things don't soak in them. The older seats, they have cloth on the seats. Okay, so they absorb things, smells, bugs, death, all of the above. The seat closest to the aisle is fine. I looked at it, it seemed okay. I turned to my left, ladies and gentlemen, and there is a pool of blood in that seat. I can only deduct what that is and where it came from. Oh, but I didn't even get a chance to do that because the young man that was sitting in the seat behind that seat said, "Hey, bro, old girl had her period, dog, and she got off the train crying about 2 stops ago. That's her bullshit." It's an intense smell. I'm not going to describe it to you. You know what it is. If you've been in a situation like that before, and trust me, if you were in middle school or junior high, you should have seen or been aware of situations when somebody wasn't prepared for when Aunt Flo came through, okay? But yes, it was straight period blood sitting in that damn seat. Now, I have options of standing up for a very long 45-minute train ride because it does take a little time for Pershing Square to get to North Hollywood, which is where I have to film. But what happened was I ended up sitting in the clean seat. I had my backpack in my lap and I put my other bag on top of my backpack. So now I have a whole stack of crap sitting in my lap next to a pool of somebody's, blood, okay? I've written 2 stops. People have gotten off, more people have gotten on, so it's gotten even more packed. Now, every time someone came near me, they looked at me like, why doesn't he move over? Then they looked over and saw the pool of blood. And it's like, oh, ew, no, goodbye. and they went about their business. Now that I was like, okay, I guess no one's gonna sit next to me or try to even, like, I'm glad no one's gonna sit next to me because I don't want to have somebody sit down in some blood. That is a health hazard in itself. I'm already disgusted by the situation. My shirt is up like this over my mouth because I don't know what kind of airborne pathogens are now like floating around from this baby's, juice that's just been sitting here. So here comes, give this lady's name Lucy. I'm not going to tell you what race Lucy is. I'm not going to do anything like that because I don't want anybody to start saying, well, you know this. We're not doing that today. All I will say that Lucy felt very entitled to come over to where I was sitting and bump into me. No, she didn't touch me to say, excuse me, y'all. She actually pushed me a little bit. She pushed me and she hit my shoulder. Yes, you heard correctly. Lucy bumped into me and pushed me. Didn't say excuse me or anything else like that. Now, she also stared at me for quite some time, which I'm really good at ignoring people staring at me. I mean, come on. I'm just good at that. Like, why are you looking at me crazy, babe? Speak or keep the peace. So she decides this time to do one of these numbers. Now, she's behind me now. This is me in the aisle. Here's my shoulder. She did one of these, like a little push. So I felt a push again. I looked up at her. She goes, move over. Didn't say, excuse me. Didn't say, could you please move over? She said, move over. I want to sit down. I said, I know we all want to sit down, but I'm not going to move over. She started speaking Spanish to these people who were sitting next to her. She called me derogatory slang. This F boy won't move. Make him move. She asked this other Latino man to tell him to make me move. He wasn't going to do that. Everybody on this train knows what's going on but her, and she apparently has missed the entire pool of blood in the seat. So I said, excuse me, ma'am. I'm not going to move for you because apparently somebody had an accident in the seat over here, and that's blood. I'm not going to move over so that you can be comfortable and I can be uncomfortable and sit in someone's blood. By all means, if you need a seat that bad, I will get up now and I will allow you to move over into that seat and sit in that blood. Okay? I can do that for you. And you better believe it, babies. I got up. I picked my crap up and got up like this and said, you are more than welcome to have a seat in that blood. I'm now saying this loud enough for the entire train to hear me. And I did that on purpose so that she would look a fool, knowing that she asked me to move to go sit in someone's goddamn period blood. She goes, well, no, I'm not going to sit in that. So she then asked other people around, and she still was talking mess to the other folks that understood her, because, she said what she needed to say to me in English, but she wanted to call me all kinds of names in Spanish. Okay. So now I got to get her, because she doesn't know I know a good amount of Spanish, and I know a lot of swear words in Spanish. So I picked up on a lot of good things and bits of her conversation. Y'all got to be more careful about that. So she's now asking people to move so she can sit down. Y'all don't even know she only had to ride 3 stops. Okay? Okay. I now make an announcement because I've had it and I'm pissed and it's the morning time and I didn't have any kind of white chocolate mocha from Starbucks, a grande iced anything. I didn't have any of it. So I was angry. I said, hello, everybody. Good morning. Hi. Yes, thank you. I'm currently sitting in the seat right now, but this lovely lady here is asking for me to move and sit in someone's period blood. Yes, in this seat right here, there is a pool of blood that a young lady, unfortunately, was not ready to have a visit from, her Aunt Flo, and she had to leave a little present in this seat. Now, we can wait for the people to come here and clean that up, but she doesn't want me to do that. She wants me to move and sit in the seat, and I refuse to sit in that seat. So if anybody is willing to give up their seat, and this is the entire train, everybody, the entire car, excuse me, but you know what I mean. If anybody is willing to get up now, allow her to sit in your seat so you can then sit down in this pool of blood, by all means, move for her. She's had a bad day. Nobody moved. As a matter of fact, people laughed. It was like, oh, ain't nobody moving for her. F her. They were just going off. Now she's embarrassed. And now she's going off at me to other people. She won't say it to my face. She's going off at me to other folks. I was like, okay. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not saying nothing. So She then runs into me again, bumps into me again. Okay, that's 3 times that she's like technically assaulted me. And the next stop comes up. Now, what y'all don't know, and when I figured out that her next stop was literally the next one after this, that's what killed me so much. Because I'm like, you had to sit on the train for 7 to 8 minutes. This is now turned into a 20-minute ride. This is now turned into an extra 20 minutes on this ride because the police just so happened to be at the next train stop, right? Why did this woman run off the train? Help, help, this man was hitting me. What? He pushed me and he bumped into me and he wouldn't move so I could sit down, and I want y'all to take care of him and arrest him. Dead ass serious. So now the train is completely stopped. We are at this, I believe this is hold on, wait. This is at, in between Westlake and MacArthur Park and Beverly in Vermont, for those of you who live in LA that want to know what train stop that is. I cannot remember the name of the train stop right now. It's escaping me. But it's right in between those two. Vermont and Beverly, Westlake and MacArthur Park. So we're right here. They stopped the entire train. The police are now looking at me like, sir, could you step off the train? I said, I'm going to tell you this so that everybody here can hear me and everybody can speak if they want to. Would you like to come sit in this seat of blood, sir? Police step on the train. It's still not moving. We're still there. They're like, excuse me? I said, this woman has bumped into me several times. She's mad because I won't sit in this seat of blood that she's asked me to sit in. It's a very packed train, sir. We're all trying to get to work today. And she's stopping this up so she can sit down for I don't even know how long she needs to sit. So he said, did you push her? And before I could speak, here come the man who she was talking mess to about me, said no. She bumped into him several times. She's been swearing at him since the riots happened. All these people, yep, that's what's happened, that's what happened, that's what happened. This lady got so frustrated and started to cry. I can't believe this is not happening. This is always happening. Like, she started to become the victim so quick. And I just sat there and looked at her like, wow, you have, like, I don't know what's going on with you, but you need more Beanie Babies on your life or on your wall or something, honey. Something needs to happen for you. Your dog must not like you too much. I don't know what's up. So the police officer now is like telling her, so you stopped this train and you made us come on here for no reason so that way you could sit down in a seat? Ma'am, do you have any medical problems? No. Do you have any issues? No. So what was that about? The police are now mad at her. They look at me. Do you want to press charges? No, she bumped into me. She just wanted to make a scene. But I could have been arrested had y'all not taken time to listen to these people on the train. I'm sorry to have taken up your time, officers. Don't worry about it. Thank you for being, I forgot the word he used, but it was something on the lines of, not, I guess, reactionary in that situation. And me just speaking like, whatever. So now they get off the train. They tell her, we could arrest you for like just basically stopping this train and making a scene right now and being a public disturbance, which she cried some more, and they let the train go and we continued. Now this is where everybody was pissed along with myself. I thought she had to go a few more stops. I didn't realize she only had 3 stops. She got on 7th and Metro, by the way, for those who are wondering. I'm so mad talking about this. Baby, we got to the next stop, and that wasn't even that far of a journey. Ding dong, welcome to, and it was like Vermont and Beverly. And she got off. That was her stop. It wasn't because she had to sit on the train for us a little bit longer, because if that was the tea, she could have got off the train with the police officers at that location. It's a huge location. She had many, many places to move. But then I realized that was her stop, was Vermont and Beverly. She had 3 stops to go, and she wanted to make a scene. Everybody in the train was pissed. They were like, oh, come on. Like, they all were like, oh, everybody, they gave her the booze out the door, and she told us all to go F ourselves. And I got to sit on the train in a huge smile, very thankful that all the people who rode the train with me that day had my back. We're not moving for you, sis. Not at all. That's my first story. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to my crazy tale. So next week, I'll have another story for you. It's going to be based on a situation that did not go well with a date. It was quite horrible, but I have got to share it with you. So catch me next Wednesday for the next story time, and each Wednesday for more stories of Matty, what in the hell is going on in LA? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.